On the mission, coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Newton to Mixon on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Check, crunch.
On the toss, Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Newton to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's complete. It's Green here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Great. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
From the gun, here's Newton. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Slam. 54.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Gain of 12. And the Texans first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Nixon will try the right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first down, Newton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Oh, eluding the tackle. And some room to run now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey,
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready to break. 50 Cent.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Snap.
Tannehill on first down. Being chased out left. It's complete to Fuller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready.
56. Mike's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. And 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, 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 hey. Ready, ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A lot of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, over.
Now Tannehill. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
4 down. Check.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. He's got Green. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. The shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just like that. Just like
Gun.
Who that? 90.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Gotta do better.
Out of the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Rosas now to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Stop here, D. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 24-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Houston.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Undercrook. Check for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. You better be afraid. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Ready? Read. Hey, box truck. Get it ready.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
They had a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done
is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's see what you got. 90 is the mic. Go, go, go.
To throw again. Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Two times, two times. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And able to find Dorsett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Newton now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. A toss play to Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and they will take a 7-point lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Dorsett. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he's got this down to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Ready? Katie. 20.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On third down, Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And too soft. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here.
From the 25 on second down, Tannehill trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
That's it. 180. 20.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Gun.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey.
Watch the safety creep. Alert 3.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
8.
90 is a mic. Too little, cupcake. 90 is a mic. I got him.
I get it.
Here's Newton. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Stepping up, and he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Texans 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Matchbox lights. Check 52.
They snap it to Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
I know you feel that.
Gun.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, check Mike 39.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
20.
Whip. Watch the whip.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Squeeze, double.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're on 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go. Like a set, ready? And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Gun. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
All day. Hey! Rush in.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Everyone, you got 4 down. 90 is a mic. Tackle. 90.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He's got Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tannehill now to throw. Screen play. Johnson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, we got go.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Got an open man, it's QT. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
At the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right here, right here.
Throwing here, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.